Do you love where you live? People in Michigan might think they live in the best place in the state. After all, you wouldn't spend your life somewhere you truly didn't love, right? Not always. In fact, a Pew Research Center study determined that almost half of Americans would rather live somewhere else than they do now. Well, if you're in one of the cities we're about to highlight, odds are you don't want to go anywhere. The goal today is to analyze the best cities in Michigan to live. How did we do it? Well, we looked at the factors that everybody would agree make a place awesome. You know, low crime, great jobs, great weather, affordable housing, and a great education. We even looked at short commute times. You might be surprised by the results. So pull up a chair and put a smile on your face as we look at Michigan's best cities. Our first stop on our tour of Michigan's best city starts in Grosse Pointe Farms. While lots of people in Michigan might be like, "Are you kidding me?" When you look at the data, it's actually a great place to live. Crime is the 10th lowest in the state, and they have the 3rd best public schools in Michigan. Plus, Grosse Pointe Farms residents are in the top 10 for income levels. Our next best city to live in Michigan is Farmington. The unemployment rate here is staggeringly low. It's relatively safe in Farmington, and the housing market is solid. And if you like sunny days, this is your place. It's the kind of place where you can just chill, yo. However, the public schools aren't as good as other districts in the state, so your kids might not be getting the best education. Continuing our best city tour of Michigan brings us to Northville. This awesome city ranks 11th in income levels, 5th in school spending, and there are hardly any vacant homes. That means lots of people want to live here. Crime is fairly low, and the public schools are also solid. If you live in Northville, you're probably straight chillin'. If you're looking for a great place to live, you might want to consider Grosse Pointe Woods. Believe it or not, Grosse Pointe Woods families command some of the highest incomes in the state, and people here are pretty cheerful. Plus, each student here gets about $1,000 more each than the state average. It sure beats some of the other in the middle of nowhere places in Michigan where you could call home, that's for sure. Plymouth comes in as the 6th best city to live in Michigan. While there are tons of places in Michigan where people are very backwoods, you won't find that here, where residents earn on average the 3rd highest incomes overall. Plymouth is 7th lowest for crime too. However, the bad side of this area is commute times. There aren't too many other places in Michigan where you'll sit in the car longer going to and from work. Despite the fact that many people haven't considered it before, Berkley is actually a great place to live. Families are comfortable here and the housing market is doing just fine. And it seems that just about everyone in Berkley is in a great mood all the time. No surprises here that Beverly Hills is one of the best places to live in the state. Beverly Hills can be really boring, and if you're a teen growing up here, you probably want to shoot yourself. But it's time to grow up and look at this from an adult perspective. Beverly Hills tanks #1 in 3 categories. It's the safest place to live, the unemployment rate's one of the lowest in the state, and surprisingly, commute times aren't all that bad. Basically, if you don't have a job in Beverly Hills, it's because you simply refuse to work. Where's the 3rd best city to live in Michigan? You might be surprised to hear it, but it's Birmingham. Not only is Birmingham one of the most beautiful places in the state, it has great schools and low crime. Plus, it's not very crowded. And if you want to get away to a bigger city, it's easy. Yeah, people in Birmingham have it made. This might not be a popular opinion, but when you look at the data, Huntington Woods is the 2nd best city you can live in Michigan. People here are really successful, and folks in Huntington Woods earn pretty decent salaries, thank you very much. That means you can retire a lot earlier. Plus, you don't have to watch your back all the time, since crime is really low. And where's the best city to live in Michigan? That would be East Grand Rapids. Surprised? Households in East Grand Rapids are in the top 10 when it comes to average incomes. And not only do East Grand Rapids folks earn great salaries, most of them are employed. Plus, you have a ton of stuff to do within a short drive. Factor in lots of fun, low crime, and lots of friendly people, and you've got one hell of a place to call home. If you live in East Grand Rapids or any of the other Michigan cities we mentioned, congratulations! You certainly have a reason to smile.